Andrews Hockey Growth Programs presents Modern Techniques of Hockey Skating. It has been said that a gift without technique is nothing but a bad habit. Every hockey player will benefit from applying proper skating technique to the natural ability he already possesses. In this series on skating, we will look at sharp turns, forward stops, backward stops, and proper techniques on how to stop and reverse directions. Professional hockey players skate between 2 and 4 miles every game. It is therefore important that all players develop the agility necessary to reverse direction quickly. The sharp turn is a maneuver that every hockey player must learn. Sharp turns done properly will allow a hockey player to reverse directions while still maintaining the speed necessary to stay in the play. The sharp turn uses less energy than a stop and takeoff in a new direction. Studies have shown it is better to use a sharp turn if a skater is moving at less than 50% of maximum speed and has to go more than 10 feet. The sharp turn is preceded by a brief gliding period. The head rotates quickly toward the new direction of travel, followed by the shoulders and hips. The skates are close together, with the inside skate leading. If the skates are too far apart, it will be more difficult to cross over. Body weight is on the back part of the blades, the outside edge of the lead skate, and the inside edge of the back skate. Since the body leans forward into the turn to fight the centrifugal force, the skater must lift his toes in order to keep his weight on the back part of the skate blades. The knees are well bent to lower the center of gravity and to provide power for the crossover, which must be used to maintain and increase speed. As the body begins to face forward, the skater must immediately cross over. A powerful C-cut is made with the inside edge of the back skate, beginning with the heel and finishing with the toe. The inside leg is driven underneath the body to give added power during the crossover. The player's shoulders must remain parallel. If the inside shoulder drops, balance will be lost. The back must be straight with a forward lean. If the skater bends at the waist, body weight will be forced to the front part of the skate, resulting in a wider turn and loss of balance. Sharp turns should be practiced without pucks and with pucks in competitive drills so that this skill may be learned for game situations. We will now look at the most common stops used in hockey, beginning with the simple forward 2-foot snowplow stop. The forward snowplow is used to slow down or come to a gradual stop. In a game situation, the player uses it to slow down or stop in the slot area to receive a pass. It enables him to face the net as the pass is received. It may also be used by defensemen for stopping at the blue line or in a box situation while penalty killing. The skater glides forward, feet shoulder width apart, heels turned outward, and toes turned inward. Weight is on the balls of the feet, with the full length of the skate blade remaining in contact with the ice. The knees are bent as the skater moves his heels farther apart and presses on the inside edges of the blades. The back should be straight and the head up. If the skater slumps his shoulders or bends at the waist, balance will be lost. A skater may move into a backward start from this stop by using the crossover or the straight backward technique. The same principles used for the 2-foot snowplow stop also apply to the 1-foot snowplow stop. The skater begins this stop by gliding forward on one skate, which should be under the center of gravity. The knee of the gliding leg is bent and the heel turned out. The weight is on the ball of the foot as the inside edge of the complete blade is pressed against the ice. Keeping the upper body facing forward aids the skater in making a backward start from this stopping position. Although the T-stop is not often used in actual play, it is sometimes used at the face-off circle or to come to the bench. It is very important to teach this skill to youngsters so that they'll learn to use the outside skate edges as part of the 2-foot hockey stop. While gliding forward on one skate, the other skate is lifted and placed behind the gliding skate, forming a T. The knee of the back leg is bent, and the weight is transferred to the ball of the back foot, as the outside edge of the blade is pressed against the ice. The upper body and hips face forward, and the shoulders remain parallel to the ice. Although the skater leans back to place the weight on the back skate, the upper body should be almost perpendicular to the ice. If the inside shoulder drops, the skater may fall. The inside edge stop is similar to a 1-foot forward snowplow stop. The skater begins by turning the upper body and hips. The knees are bent and the inside skate is lifted. The body weight is transferred to the outside skate. Weight is on the ball of the foot, and the skate is centered under the body of the full length of the inside edge. The shoulders remain parallel to the ice for proper balance. This stop is sometimes used to change directions at slower speeds and should be taught to beginners so they will develop control of the inside edges. It is also an important lead-up step in teaching a 2-foot hockey stop into an open start. To reverse directions from this stop, the upper body turns to face the new direction, and the skate is brought around to an open start position. As a hockey player stops about 200 times in every game, the player who can execute all stops quickly will be very valuable to his team. The most efficient and most frequently used stop in hockey is the 2-foot hockey stop. There are 2 major stages in the 2-foot hockey stop. The preparation stage, in which the skater gets ready to make the stop, and the execution stage, which begins when the blades start to bite into the ice. About 50% of the time required to stop is spent in the preparation stage. It is believed that more time should be spent in improving this part of the stop. A player must react without hesitation when it is necessary to stop. The knees are bent and the skates are snapped 90 degrees to the direction of travel. It is important to begin the turn as soon as the need to stop is recognized. The position of the skater's legs will determine how the skater begins to turn. The feet may turn together. The inside foot may lead, or the outside foot may begin the turn. In any case, it is essential that both skates exert equal pressure on the ice during the actual stop. For lateral and front and rear stability, the skates are parallel, hip to shoulder width apart, with the inside skate ahead. If the skates are too close together, the holding base will be too small. If they are too far apart, the skate edges will not penetrate. Bending the knees properly will aid in balance, keep the center of gravity low, and prepare the skater to start again. The skater absorbs shock with his knees and may push with the knees and ankles to help skate edges penetrate the ice. The faster a skater is moving, the more his body leans backward and the more acute the angle of the flexed legs will be. The upper body remains perpendicular, with the shoulders parallel to the ice to enhance balance and stability. If the shoulder drops, the skater will lose his balance. It will take the skater longer to execute this stop if he lifts the shoulders or unbends the knees. The movement should be continuous and smooth, with the skater coming in low. It is also necessary to practice stopping while keeping the upper body facing forward to prepare to move into a backward start. Research has shown that at 75% or more of maximum speed, it is faster to stop and start to change directions than to make a sharp turn. There are two methods commonly used to reverse direction from a 2-foot hockey stop: the crossover and the open start technique. Although the most common method used is the crossover, studies have shown that it is better to use the stop and open start method. The crossover technique is slower because the skater's center of gravity is elevated during the change of direction phase. Time is lost when the player is temporarily suspended in the air. And the skater uses only the front part of the skates and pushes from an angle less than 90 degrees. Because seconds are so important, young hockey players should learn and practice this stop into open start technique. To use this method properly, the skater must stop so that the skates are 90 degrees to the new direction of travel. The body weight is transferred to the back skate, the upper body turns, and the free skate is rotated outward, taking to the ice for the second push. The skater now uses short, powerful strides to gain momentum. Hockey players must also learn to move efficiently into backward skating from a 2-foot hockey stop. As shown here, a skater may move into a backward crossover start, the backward C-cut start from a 2-foot hockey stop should also be mastered. To use either of these techniques, it is important to have the upper body facing straight ahead during the stop. This will eliminate one movement as the skater prepares to push with the inside edge of the front skate to move into a backward crossover or open backward start. All hockey players, especially those who play defensive positions, must learn to reverse direction while skating backward. While in possession of the puck, a defenseman may choose to reverse direction without actually stopping by using this open technique, or by a backward crossover, which takes less energy than a backward stop into a forward start. The most efficient method of stopping and reversing directions from backward skating, however, is this 2-foot snowplow stop. In preparation for this stop, the skater momentarily glides with the skates shoulder width apart. As the legs begin to straighten, the toes are quickly rotated out cutting semicircles on the ice. The weight is evenly distributed on the balls of both feet. The skates are almost perpendicular to the intended direction of travel. Although the stop is executed mainly by the lower body, the entire body leans forward to aid in balance and to help skates penetrate the ice. The back is straight with the hips, chest, and shoulders facing forward. The legs are not completely extended, partly for balance and partly to prepare for a forward start. As the skater begins to move forward, body weight is transferred quickly to one skate as the knee is bent in preparation for a strong forward push. As the initial push is being made, the second skate is reached forward and rotated outward to grip the ice for the second stride. When a skater is moving backward and must reverse directions diagonally across the ice, a 1-foot backward snowplow stop may be used. To execute the skill correctly, the toe of one skate is quickly turned outward. The knee of the stopping leg is bent to help press the inside edge of the blade into the ice perpendicular to the chosen direction of travel. The free skate is rotated outward in front of the body to maintain balance and to prepare for the forward start. While the skater may use a crossover to go forward from this stop, a forward open start is recommended. To move forward using this open start, the back knee is bent, providing power for the initial thrust. The front skate reaches out to grip the ice for the second stride as the player moves quickly into the play. In this program, we've studied sharp turns, forward stops, backward stops, and stopping and changing directions. Every athlete should strive to reach his or her maximum potential. A good attitude, a healthy lifestyle, and hard work are essential for success in any sport.